Hey everyone, I am waiting for Rosalinda to finish up. She's just at the tail end of her craft for today. Cute job. I'm Julie with Nothing Is Wasted Designs, and I'm on for the second time today. I was on at 2 and I'm on again now at 4. And I'm gonna, hey Lindell, how you doing? You follow me. For those of you that are already signing in, I want to remind you that you're in Grace Creations, and we have an amazing lineup of crafters today. Lindell with Lindell's Craft Escape is after me, and so if you'll hang in there and follow the crafters that come behind me. Let's see, I'm going to give it just another minute before I get started. I want to see how Rosalinda is going to finish up what she's doing. Thank you. Okay, I'm in the group. Alrighty. I can't figure out how to refresh this. I hit the refresh button, but I can't ever seem to get, like if somebody's still live, Lindell, I can't ever seem to bring myself up. Oh, there I am. Now I am. Earlier today it didn't happen. So, all right. Well, here we go. So, hey, Joan, how are you? Come on in. All right. So, at 2 o'clock, I did the theme for today is coastal candy canes, and it's a beach theme, and we're supposed to have at least one candy cane in our finished product or project that we do. And I'm going to show y'all real quick. I finished this up, and you can see I've got, I did the background in a candy cane theme, and then I've got little candy canes right in here where, to go along with the theme. Y'all, this turned out so cute. And then I've got some Totally Dazzled on here also. And the top canvas says saltwater heals everything. Then we have beach that says down here, and down here it says dance with the waves. And I'm going to post a picture of that in the group on my page and a couple of other places so that y'all will be able to see it turned the right way. All right, so what I had a couple of things that I tried to come up with at the last minute, and I'm hoping that these are going to turn out pretty neat. I don't know. I never know how my projects are going to turn out, y'all, to be honest with you. But I'm going to work with a Christmas tree and this stencil that says Take Time to Coast. And I'm only going to use the Take Time to Coast on here. These are both Essential Stencil stencils. And the idea of what I want to do is I want to have like water and sand. No clue how this is going to turn out, but we are going to give it our best shot, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I'm trying to decide if I should do a base coat of paint on this, and I'm thinking I'm not going to, and I don't know if that's going to be the right thing or the wrong thing to do, if y'all really want to know the truth. So I'm going to start with, this brush is a little tiny bit wet, but I think that's going to be okay. We're going to work on doing water and sand. And so I'm thinking, because of the color progression, that I want to go from light to dark. And so that means that I'm going to get me some cardboard out. I may need to get another sheet out. I'm going to put some colors down here. I'm almost thinking I don't need a brush this big, y'all. Let me see. Maybe this one here. Let's try this one, or this one here. I've got a couple of brushes. This is an angled brush, And this is just a flat brush. And hey, Sherry, how are you? Hey, Debbie, thank you for joining. Hey, Clinton's Crafty Casa, how are you? All right, so what I'm going to do, I think, is I want to mix these two together. And because I want this to be a little bit lighter, I've got this color here is called Desert Sand, and then I have a white. And I want to kind of angle, I think I want to angle, maybe come in from the side here. So let me get a little bit of this. Let me mix this and see how it turns out. I think that's going to be good. Because I don't want the sand to be real dark. Like it is. All right, let me get a little bit more white. We're going to put a Christmas tree on the beach is the idea here. And yeah, this is good. All right, I don't know what I'm doing, so here we go, y'all. Hang in there with me. I want to kind of angle the beach a little bit. So that's going to be the beach. And then we are going to, probably would have been a good idea for me to all right, this is our sand. And we're going to have some, hopefully we're going to have some waves in here also. And if I have to, I can put the dark over top of it. But my thinking is that I really want to go from light to dark. All right, here we go. And I can come in here, you know, I might even get fancy and try and use my, what do you call it, the fan brush. I haven't used that, but it'd be kind of neat if we could get some dune grass going in here, wouldn't it? Not making any promises because this is all new to me. All right, so here we go. This is going to be, this might be a little bit much for the beach. But I'm thinking we're going to put, where's my tree? Where'd I put my tree? Oh, I got so much stuff here, y'all. I haven't had a chance to really, all right, there's that, there's that. Oh, I put it where I would be able to find it. That always gets me. Okay, that's not going to be too bad. All right, this is a tree we're going to use. So if I sound like I'm a little bit confused, it's because I am. This is kind of a new adventure, so I'm going to add some darker sand in here just to get some variation. And I may even come back and do, you know, a darker brown. So this is going to be like a sand dune kind of like. All right, y'all are going to see how I've got like a little bit of the dark mixed in there. And that's what we want, is we want to get just a little bit of variation in here so that it doesn't look flat. All right, so there we go with that. Now, I don't think I'm gonna need that anymore, so I'm gonna put that off to the side. And now what I want to do is I want to come in here and I'm gonna do, what colors? I'm gonna have a variety of blues here, y'all. I gotta put this where I'm gonna see it. I've got ocean blue, ultramarine blue, and then I think I want to throw in some Bahama blue and some teal mint. And no clue how I'm going to make this work, but I'm going to dry this because I may be putting just a layer on top of this. I'm not sure. I really want to try and do some dune grass. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Elizabeth, come on in. I might want to try and work with the fan brush and see if I can get some dune grass. Maybe back here in the back or something. We'll see. All right, so there, all we've got right now is this is going to be my sand, kind of like on a hill. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. What color do I want to do? Maybe this one at the. All right, I'm just gonna wing it, y'all. We're gonna just go for this and see what happens. We're gonna put that one up near the front. Then we're gonna do the blue. This is ocean blue. And then in the back, where it's the deepest part of the water, we're gonna have ultramarine blue. And we're gonna see what happens with this. All right, let me get these out of the way. And what kind of brush do I wanna use? Do I want a flat brush? All right, let me grab this. I've got another set of brushes in here. And I think I want to use this one. Maybe. We'll see. This is one I haven't used yet. So, all right. So I'm thinking, all right, let me get an idea. Now, for those of you that are new to following my page, I'm new to painting. And so this is going to be quite a learning curve for me. But one of the things that I always tell my followers is take your dry brush, and that's what you're going to see me do. Take your dry brush and kind of get some muscle memory going with this and see kind of, what you're going to do. Now, this is going to end up being horizontal at one point. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to need a lot more paint than that. This is awful green. Maybe I needed to, all right, let me get some white on here too. And let me get some more of this green because this is not going to be enough. And I'm going to need more blue. We're going to blend all of these together. And if I have to, I'll come back with maybe some heavy-bodied paint and see what that does. All right, so here we go. So we're going to just come in here. I'm going to throw some white in here also, just to kind of move this around. And I'm going to have to come back and blend better with, all right, I'm going to throw some more white in here. And then I'm going to actually bring in some white waves. The idea is my idea here is to create a, all right, let me grab some of this blue with this and see what happens. The idea is to create a beach scene so that we can put a tree on the beach. That's where I'm going with this. If y'all are wondering, what in the world is she doing? That's what she's doing. All right. And then I'm gonna move so that I get darker and darker as I go along. All right. I'm gonna come back with this green and blend this green and blue together. It's coming along. Believe it or not, y'all, it's doing what I kind of had hoped it would do. So, and then we're going to get darker as we go out to the depths of the ocean. I'm just blending this in with the green. Now, the green and the blue, no matter what colors of blue I have, should not give me any, like a muddy look because there's no red in it. Remember that for those of you that have been following me, when you mix yellow, blue, and red in any combination, you're going to get a muddy look. So you would not want to mix purple in here without drying it because when you mix all three colors, primary colors together, you get black. And that's where you get your muddy look from, okay? All right, so here we go. So I'll come back. Now I'm going to come back in with this ultramarine blue. We're going to get deeper. Let me point y'all over this way a little bit. I'm going to get deeper into the ocean. So our colors are going to get deeper. And this is going to just continue to go on out. I got a spot there, but I'm not going to mess with it until later. So right now I've got just kind of three different, actually four, because I have white in here also. All right, and then I'm going to take and get my sides when I have the same color on my brush. All right, let me get this side here. And just kind of mixing this in. And then I'm going to start just kind of adding some of this dark in here. All right, I'm gonna get, because I don't want to mix this. I'm gonna get a little bit of heat on this. And get some areas, you know, because when you look out there, and we're going to get some white stuff in here too. All right, I'm going to rinse my brush because I want to come down here where the lighter color is. And I want to lighten this up just a little bit down in here, so it's not quite so muted looking. And just kind of getting a variation, and I'm going to get the sides while I have this color on my brush. Whoops, just put my finger in it. All right, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. And I'm going to kind of get a mixture of a little bit of this green going back. And I'll probably bring some of the darker blue. All right, let me rinse my brush. I shouldn't really have, when I go from light to dark, I shouldn't really have to rinse my brush, but I kind of want to get the clear. Oh, my chair squeaks. All right, we're going to come in here, get a little bit more dark. Oops, I need to dry this. How we doing on time? 17, oh, I'm good. Hey, Deb. Hey, Cindy. I love how we can all learn from each other. Everybody brings something to the table, and it's a really talented group of crafters in Grace Creations. And okay, so this is what we have so far. What do y'all think? Does it look like a beach to you? It's supposed to. That's what it's supposed to look like. Let me know if it looks like a beach on your end. Kind of looks like one on my end, what I was after. And then I'm going to just get these sides here, or edges. Now, I normally work with what's called a filbert brush, but for some reason I felt like I needed something flat with this. And I'm kind of glad I went with it. All right, can you see the different variations? All right, now what we need to do is we need to start putting some waves in here. And I'm not going to worry about like you see right here where it's like a real, I don't know, like almost like a dry brush look when it comes up on the shore. I'm okay with that because I'm going to put some water there, and we're going to put some, you know, like splashes of water on the shore. So that's going to cover that. All right, so let me clean my brush. We're going to dry this, and then we're going to bring in, some white. All right, so let me just show you one more time. See how the colors, I've got like the greens and the blues mixed, and then the different variety of greens in here. So that's what we want to do. And I am not a fine artist, but I do step outside my comfort zone and try new stuff. All right, so now what I need is a smaller brush, and I think I want to do like a small chisel brush, because I want to go along the edge. And remember, what I always say is test it somewhere else to see before you actually hit your canvas. All right, so that's really going to be too big. So I'm going to go with a smaller brush. I don't want it quite that wide. And I'm going to, all right, this is better. All right, this is better. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just very lightly get some waves going in the back here. I'm gonna load my brush, and then I'm just gonna tap it on the cardboard. I almost want to see if I can like maybe blow dry some white on here too. All right, we're gonna this is where the shoreline is. Just kind of getting some waves going. I used to, growing up, the people that lived in our neighborhood surfed, and the guys would surf and the girls would go and lay out on the beach. And anyway, one memory I have is I was all oiled up, and I went to use one of the guys' boards, and I got baby oil all over his board. He was not happy. Oh, that was when I was a teenager. It was pretty funny. All right, here we go. Just gonna get some waves going in the back here. We got lots of waves going today. Just to get a little variety in here. I think I want to take a brush maybe and get like some splashes on here or something. All right, let me try it. Let me get some water on my brush and see. All right, let's see if I can do this. I need more water. I may need a bigger brush. All right, that'll work. But I think I need a bigger brush. All right, let's try this one here. Something that's gonna hold a little more paint. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. I'm dabbing this in the white, and I'm gonna get some water. And I just want to, I need more water. All right. Oh, I don't want that big glob. All right, don't want that big glob there either. Okay, I've got a little bit of sea spray, I guess. I'm just gonna play with this. No rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just kind of giving it what I think it should look like. All right. Yeah, it's not going to make any fine art show, but it's fun. So we'll see what we can do, if we can get. I guess we need the waves to be bigger in the foreground and to get smaller in the background. All right, we got lots of wave action, all good for the surfers, right? All right, so there we go. All right, so there is our beach. And how we doing on time? Oh gosh, 26. I got plenty of time. All right, we're gonna try this. I've got my glue gun plugged in today. Or it's the second time around, I should say. All right, and then let's go ahead and I put the tree over here. So let's get our tree going. We're gonna put our tree on here. And I have a dark green. I don't know. I don't know if I've got to get a candy cane in here, and I have candy canes to put. We're going to decorate the tree with candy canes, y'all. So, what color should I make the tree? Should I do? I'm going to try green. I don't know if it's going to show up, but we're going to give it a try, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. One thing is y'all can count on is that when you watch me, you're in for an adventure, because I never know where I'm going with it. I'm not going to put the star on the tree because I have a totally dazzled piece that I'm going to use instead. All right. I think I want to go with the dark, so let's do it. Okay. And I'm going to get another piece of cardboard. And we're going to load, and then we're going to offload. And it doesn't take very much paint. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to get a new brush. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to need a small brush. So let me get a small brush and an even smaller brush. And I want to put these little balls, I want to do these in red. So I'm going to get a little bit of red here. It's not going to take much. Just see how little I'm using. This is maybe a third of a teaspoon. This is like a half of a teaspoon. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to load and then I'm going to offload. And the tree is going to kind of go into the water. All right, I want to get, now this is a set of 3 trees. They're little mini trees. I want to get this blocker thing out. There's this tree, and then there's that tree. This one's a lot of fun. And then they also come in a bigger size too. These are some of my favorites. I've done these on, there's a large size of this tree, and I've done it on like an oar, and it turns out really, really pretty. But what I want right now is I just want to block the ornaments until I'm ready to do them. So here we go. So I'm going to block this ornament here, and I'm going to come in here and go over this. And by using these small brushes, it makes it a lot easier to do the intricate parts of this. And I'm just swirling, swirling, swirling. All right, and then I'm gonna come over here and load and offload. I use a variety of different kinds of stencils in my crafts. This is a Essential stencil, and I don't know, I love the designs that they do. I also do some chalk couture, just depending upon, you know, what designs they are. They all bring something different. All right, now this is going to be the interesting part, to see if I'm going to be able to get this tree to show up in this water. I like to work with rice paper and trays. I've done knife blocks, just a variety of different things. I like to try different stuff. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to come back and fill in the all right, I'm not going to do the star because I want to, actually, you know, no, I'm not going to do the star. I'm going to just put a star on the tree. All right, let's see what we got here. That'll be cute. Okay, I'm going to take and put this off to the side, and now I need a teeny tiny brush, and you can see this one is 4/25 of an inch. All right, and so this is, I'm not even going to probably use near all of this. All right, here we go. I'm offloading, and then I'm going to come in here and do the berries. And I want to be careful not to mix the green and the red while they're still wet, or I'm going to get like a burgundy or a dark color. Because green has yellow and blue in it, and red is the third primary color. And so when you mix all 3 primary colors together, you start to get a muddy look, a brown look, which is fine if you're doing a dirt path. But if you want something, you know, bright and vibrant, that's not fine. You know, it's all a matter of what look you're after. Okay, I'm just doing these little balls in here. I needed this teeny, teeny, tiny brush to get in here. Okay, and then I'm going to let that, I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to come back and put a second coat on. All right, let's do it again. Teeny, teeny, tiny brush. These have become my favorite stencil brushes because they're soft and supple. They get in the nooks and crannies and the crevices really, really easily. All right, here we go. Let me see what I got. Oh, that's cute. Okay, whoops. All right, I think I'm going to lift this up. And I'm going to put this over here. I'll show you what I have. And then I'm going to get a star on this. Okay, so we got a tree over here. This is on the right-hand side. I'm going to put these brushes in my water because I don't need that anymore. And then we're going to dry this. All right, now we're going to decorate the tree. I've got some candy canes. Oh, and you know what? I also have this here that I have. So we can do Merry Christmas across the bottom of this. I'm going to go ahead and, should I do that now? I better do it now, so I know how much space I have to work with. I'm going to just turn this back so that I have a nice clean edge. And then we're going to put Merry Christmas across here. Go ahead and get this started. I wanted to try and do something kind of pretty much different than the first thing that I did, just to show y'all some different techniques and things that you can do. It's always fun to watch your project unfold and come together. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that, and then I'm going to get a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut that, and then we're going to fold it back on itself. Any sewers in the house? Oh, there we go. All right, so this is what we have so far. We've got the Merry Christmas down at the bottom. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate that. So we've got Merry Christmas down at the bottom. And I have these little stick-on. I think we need like a Rudolph or something in here. And then I also have these are like little presents that we're going to put under the tree. Get those on here. All right, we're going to just kind of have them kind of haphazardly under there. These were buttons that I got from Hobby Lobby a while back, maybe a couple of years ago. Kind of a fun project. I tell you what, I really appreciate y'all, Grace Creations. Y'all are really stretching me, and it's good for me. All right, so now what we're going to do, all right, let me show you what I have so far. I think we need to put Rudolph somewhere in here too. So here are our presents under the tree, down by the seashore. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take these little kind of stick-on candy canes, since the theme is coastal candy canes, and we're going to add some candy canes to the tree. I wish they were in different sizes so that all right, we'll put one in here. I'll put one up here. And I got one more that I think needs to go right in here. All right, let me show you what we have. All right, so I don't know if y'all, let me bring this up. Ding, 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 ding. Can you see the candy canes? See the candy canes on the tree? And then the little balls. And then we've got our presents under here. And now what we need to do is we need to find, where was my Totally Dazzled? This can go in the trash. And I have a star, a little starfish. And I'm gonna hopefully not bust this up because I only have one of them. Now I could sit for hours. Hey Nancy, I could sit for hours and do all this little detail type stuff, y'all. All right, let's see. Do I want to see how I want to do this star? I really want to take this off of here. I hope it's not going to bust it up. All right, we're good. Got it. All right, we got it, we got it, we got it. Okay, so we're going to put our star on here. I'm going to just put the glue where I want the star to go. Okay. All right, so there we go. So now we've got a star on the top of the tree. And I feel like, I want to do something in here, and I'm not sure because I don't like the way it looks. I'm going to try some of this heavy-bodied paint. All right, I'm done with the green and the red, so I know myself, and if I don't get it out of the way, I'm going to stick my arm in it or my project in it, and we don't want to do that at this stage of the game. We're going to put this out of the way for now, and I want to get, let's see, I'm almost out of all the cardboard that I cut up. All right, we're going to get this out of the way, and I think I want to try, let's just try this and see what happens. Let's get a palette knife out and let's see if we can, I like this, kind of put some texture in here. It was just looking a little flat. This is better. Now it could also, what I could have done is probably gotten out some like modeling paste or something. That may have been a better option. And I just thought about it now. But this is going to be better because it's just, it looks more kind of like, it's got some depth to it. Oh, you know what? I bought some new thick-bodied paint by Gaffrey Art. Oh my gosh, y'all, I haven't used it yet, but the possibilities with it is looking pretty cool. I probably should have used that instead of this, but here we are. This looks better already. And I'm going to get this over here on this side. Kind of in between where the tree is. This is, as my father would say, this is sprucing it up a little bit. This is better. All right, let me see if I can show y'all what I have. I may want to go back in the, can you see the texture along the shoreline now? Making it, I don't know, it just looks a little bit better. It's looking a little flat. And I think what I'm going to do, how are we doing on time? 45? Okay. We got our candy canes on here. I think we need a Rudolph or something, don't we? Don't we need a Rudolph on here? Right, there's a stocking. We need something over here. Let's see what I have in my bag of goodies. I do have a Santa and Mrs. Claus. I don't know, I kind of like this Rudolph. Oh, I just stuck my, see? I told y'all I do that. I just stuck my finger in the paint. All right, I better leave that alone for now. Okay, the only other thing that I can think that I want to try, I think I want to take this, I'm not going to get the new heavy bodied paint out, but I'm going to work with this. And I think what I want to do is I want to come in here. Do I want to do this or do I want to do model? Should I do the heavy bodied paint? Thanks, Deb. Should I do the heavy bodied paint or should I do modeling paste? Y'all tell me, those of you that have worked with modeling paste. These lines on the water here are just flat. They need some help. I can do the heavy bodied paint. I don't know. I think I want to try. I've got something I haven't tried. I don't know how you. Extra heavy molding. I don't want gesso. Molding paste. Glass beads. Light molding. Maybe light molding. Let's do light molding. Let's see what light molding does. What do you think? Let's see what color we got here. How close to the white is this going to be? First time using this. I think now, ooh, yeah. I think this is going to be a good idea. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let me wipe my brush off. This, after seeing how this did with the, all right, here we go. This is golden light molding paste. Try a fan brush with the paint, or I was going to do a palette knife and see if I can do something with that. So if I did the fan brush with for the waves, would I like fan it up like it's going up into the sky, like that. I could try that. Let's try it. I mean, this is what we do, right? We learn, we grow, and we learn. Where'd my white paint go? All right, hang on. I'm going to get a little bit of this on here and see what we got. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see. Okay, hang on. Yes, okay, I got it. Kind of like a spray. Maybe. Got lots of spray on there. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. All right, what other directions? Curve it down and at an angle. Curve it down and at an angle. All right, hold on a minute. Tell me what you mean. Do you mean like, oh, okay. Oh, like this. Oh, gotcha. Is that what you're talking about? Like to make it look like a tube? Okay. Oh, got it. Okay, what other directions you got for me? I want to learn. This is making it better. I think I got a little too much going on, but this helps. This is helpful. Got a lot of action going on here. All right, is that better? All right, I got it. I'm understanding what you're saying now. I just need to I'm going to have to play with this on my my multimedia pad. Got it. Okay, I'm getting the idea of what you're saying, because that makes it look like the what's your first name? Clifton's Crafty Casa. I'm understanding what you're saying. I appreciate this. I like learning. I love learning new stuff. Oh, got a drop of paint there. Wow. Okay. That made it better for a rookie, huh? Not bad. All right, then we've got, so I wonder if I can take this, can I take the heavy bodied paint and use the brush with it too? Let's see. Let's try it. All right, probably need to offload, huh? All right, let's do it. I got lots of wave action going on here. Surfers are gonna love me. I do like the molding paste versus the heavy body paint. I think I like the heavy body paint the way it looks better, and it might just be because I don't know what I'm doing, but this is fun. Fun. All right, let me get my my palette knife in here and build some of this up, like the base of the wave. Okay, I like that. Tell me what you think. What do y'all think? All right, now I do have, I guess I got to hold it long enough for y'all to look at it. I like it. How do you like the way the colors go from the light green to the medium blue to the dark blue? What do y'all think about that? I think that kind of turned out kind of neat. See, this is how we learn, y'all. We don't always have to know everything when we go online. And, you know, there's always somebody in the audience that knows more than we do, right? And they get to teach us. And it's, all right, I'm gonna cover that spot up there. All right, all right, now I do have some seashells. Should I put some seashells on here? I got some small shells that I could like kind of put along the edge or something. What do y'all think? Shells or no shells? Is it Janelle or Jeannie? Is it Jeannie? I love color blending. That was one of the first things that God taught me how to do, and I just love it. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we want to put any shells in here. Oh, I think we should. That's a definite yes. I think we should. I think we should put some shells on the side. Yep. We definitely need some shells. All right, what do you think? Yes, shells? Okay. All right, let me get my glue gun. I'm gonna have to, now I'm excited to try and, all right, let me just pick these up one at a time. Did I show y'all what the piece that I made at 2 o'clock? They needed somebody to fill in for 4. This was my 2 o'clock piece. And, all right, let me get the tweezers out, and I'm going to just do, I think I want to throw some shells in here. So here we go. How are we doing on time? Oops. Oh, that one doesn't want to cooperate. That one's going to stay where it is. That one's not going to cooperate either. All right, hold on a minute. I need a different pair of tweezers. All right, let's try this. Let me just use my fingers, maybe. Kind of dangerous here. All right, I got another plan. I'm going to just put some globs of glue down and drop the shells in them because these are just kind of small. Are y'all having as much fun as I'm having? I hope so. I'm having a good time. All right, oops, that one got the paint. I don't want to get paint on here. Just kind of putting them wherever they'll fall. Just like they're falling on the beach. Oops. Ouch. Oh, that one's going to have to go there because there's glue on it. All right, let's see what we've got for time. I got 2 minutes. Just going to get a few more shells in here. Now I also want to try my hand at some like dune grass, but I'm not going to have time to do that today. All right, this is about as good as this is going to get for right now because I have one more minute before I'm supposed to be off, and the next person who is Lindell's Craft Escape. All right, this is what we have, y'all. That was fun. I hope y'all learned something. I learned something. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate your input, and I hope y'all have a great afternoon or evening. Please hit the refresh button and watch Lindell. She's coming on right after me, and she's always fun to listen to. She brings a smile to everybody's face and makes you laugh, and she's very talented in her crafting. This has been sponsored by or headed up by Grace Creations. Thank you, Grace Creations, for allowing me to be part of what you're doing. I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for all the hearts. Y'all made this fun. I appreciate it. All right, bye-bye.